Hey y'all, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 24. You guys, we literally have today and tomorrow and Vlogmas is over. I cannot believe I made it through Vlogmas with like very few days where I had to catch up. Like I thought I would be like posting like here's 4 videos today, here's 5 videos today. Posting 2 videos a day on a couple days, not too bad at all. So in today's video, we're continuing our tips and tricks for attractions in Disneyland. Especially, some of these tips are gonna be specific to Disneyland and Autopia, but these tips can be translated to any attraction in either of the parks. So without further ado, let's get started. So my number 6 tip is going to be know how many people are in your group. You guys, you are going to be asked this 102 times. How many people in your party? Like every attraction you go to, ask like everywhere, especially in attractions. So how many are in your party? And I don't know how many times I've said how many in your party, and they literally sit there and count how many people are in your party. Just know, like, even if I heard this on someone else's YouTube video or something like that, even if you split up, be like, how many are we? I've said this to my mom before, like coming as a guest and saying, oh, how many are we right now? Because we split up or whatever, and then we're like, we started at the day as 10 and then now we're 9 or whatever. Just before you get up to the front of the line, know how many you are. And a quick tip for Autopia, which is super helpful to us when we're putting you in cars, is how many cars you need. So even if you say something like, we're going to, like, we need 2 and 1, so that to me translates to, oh, you need 2 cars. So that's a perfect little example. Knowing how many cars you need is really out, or knowing your number, like right away you get to the front of the line and you're like, we're 3, and they're like, perfect, you're gonna go to row 1 and 2. That could translate to other attractions as well. So yes. So moving on, number 7, know that the wait time at the actual attraction is gonna be your most accurate wait time. The Disneyland app is amazing. It tells you all your wait times. It tells you the menus for different restaurants. It tells you which characters are going to be at which locations. It's great. It tells, there's a lot of information, all the park maps, you name it. It is on the Disneyland app, which is really, really nice. And however, the wait times on the app may or may not be the most accurate wait time. However, if you keep refreshing your page or refreshing your app or coming back and looking at it, eventually they will be the correct wait time, most accurate wait time. But your best case, even though you just like you were all attraction wait time is the most accurate at the attraction itself. That is where the cast members know exactly, like, or roughly where the line is about roughly how long it's going to take you through. We have items to help us with this, which are the little red cards that you get. Those are called flick cards. Those get scanned at the beginning of the line and at the end of the line to help with our most accurate wait times. And at Autopia in particular, your best bet is going to be at the attraction itself to look at your wait times, because we do not have a digital wait time, like i.e. like at Space Mountain. Because one of our jobs as attractions cast members is to call your leads and tell them, hey, the wait time is actually, because when you're at the greeter position, that's when he would change the wait times. And you don't have access on, like, we have like little iPods that we scan tickets for, like rider swaps and what have you, and all of that have the ability to change the wait time on the apps. But only the leads have access to change the wait times. So you have to call your lead and say, hey, can you change the wait time? So therefore, it's going to take a little bit of time for the app to update the actual wait time. So therefore, going back to my original tip, is that it takes some time to update the apps, so therefore the wait time at the attraction itself is going to be your most accurate wait time. So there you go with that. So my next tip is going to be explaining, well, not explaining, but that rider swap is available. So at the beginning of the first part of this video, I talked about our height requirements, that you have to make those height requirements that have them to ride the ride at all, no exceptions, it's for safety. However, let's say you have mom and dad and baby and kid that's finally old enough to ride all the rides. Let's say that they all wanted to go ride Autopia, but baby is not tall enough to ride the ride and unfortunately can't even go in the queue. But everybody wants to ride the ride. So no problem. We actually have something called a rider swap. So what happens is that the kid who is tall enough, and let's say the dad decides to go first, they will take the kid one time on the ride. They have to wait the entire wait time the first time. The second time they can use their rider swap by going through the entrance one more time, and then there's a special spot at Autopia that I'm not going to go into detail of where it's at because that'll be really confusing for me and for you, so we're not going to worry about it. You go to the special spot in the queue at Autopia, and they'll end up, the cast member at the top of the stairs or wherever has their little iPod, they scan the ticket, you wait about 5 minutes, and you get to, the kid who is tall enough essentially gets to ride twice. So that is another awesome resource for you guys to use at attractions. So then moving on, number 9 is not all attractions have fast passes. You just have to be aware of that. Some attractions don't have a long enough wait time to kind of, or not as popular enough to have a fast pass. It would kind of almost be pointless to have a fast pass at these attractions. Autopia is one of those. In non-peak season, so right now it's Christmas time, it's pretty much busy all day, so unfortunately we don't have a fast pass, and our wait times lately during the day have been about 45 minutes, half an hour, something like that. Really full line, everything like that. But however, the wait time at night is like 5 minutes, and you can walk right down the stairs and get on the ride no problem. So that is why, or I'm not sure if that's exactly why, because I'm not in charge of wait times or whatever, but in my opinion, that's kind of why rides like Autopia doesn't have wait time, or like all the Fantasyland rides don't have I just said wait time, but I meant fast pass. So just be kind of, this isn't kind of you need to know which rides have fast passes and which don't, because it's no problem. You just ask the cast member, hey, does this ride have a fast pass? And we would say, oh yes it does, and you can get one over here. Or we say, unfortunately not, but if you come back later, the line is going to be shorter. So there you go. So my last tip is going to be just kind of a fun one. Let's say you're in line and you're with your family that you're supposed to spend this memorable vacation, but all you guys are doing is this the entire time. Let's say the line moves forward and you're still typing away or playing a game on your phone. All I gotta say is your line is moving and the line is moving and you're not, and you might be holding up the entire line and making the wait time longer. So don't do that. Stay off your phones. Enjoy each other's company. The only exception to staying off to like be on your phones, I see people playing like the heads up game. So you're like, you hold your phone on your forehead and you're like playing charades of some sort, or people are like guess the Disney movie or whatever it may be, and you put it up on your forehead so you can't see what the answer is. That's fun. I encourage that. I have played it before. It's super fun. Play a game, eat your snack, like I said before. Talk to your relatives in line. How's it going? Like, what have you? That you are at Disneyland to spend time with each other, not with your phone. I am not... well, I go to the park alone, so I'm on my phone when I'm in line, or I'm listening to a podcast or whatever. So that is totally like... it's not like I'm not saying like I'm not gonna just stand there in silence. Or sometimes I talk to other guests in line, which is a lot of fun for me sometimes. But sometimes I'm just in that mood where I just want to put in my earphones and just drown out all of the noise of Disney, and that's totally fine as well. We all get like that sometimes. I'm not telling you to never get on your phone when you're waiting for an attraction, but if at all possible, spend time with your family. I love my job and I would not trade it for the world, but I don't get to spend a lot of time with my family, but when I do, I put my phone away. So I suggest you do the same. But that is going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video for today. I hope you guys will take these tips into consideration. Watch part 1 to get the rest, 1 through 5. Today I shared 6 through 10. But I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas, and I will see you guys really soon. Bye!